Welcome to this Digital Anarchy tutorial going over the Rough Cut feature in Transcriptive Rough Cutter, which is Transcriptive 3.0 or later. Rough Cut is a feature that lets you edit the transcript text of a clip or a sequence and then create an edited sequence based on those edits.
I don't want to pick any schools, but
You can do this by deleting paragraphs using the Delete Paragraph button, by deleting words, or you can use the strike-through button to the right of each paragraph. We recommend using the strike-through since you can turn it on and off at any time by clicking the strike-through button again. And the full original transcript is still saved. If you delete text, you can undo it, but obviously that doesn't work if you're going back to a transcript you worked on a while ago. One important thing to know before you get started is that this feature is for use on simple string-out sequences or individual media files and not for complex edit timelines. It's for taking a video or audio file or a sequence with a set of video or audio files and converting it into a rough assembly timeline. But it's not designed to work on edit timelines that may have things like graphics, adjustment layers, etc. The Premiere XML that we use to create the rough cut timeline is likely going to result in an error if it's used on an actual edit timeline. Something like this though, where you have some of your source files strung out in a timeline, will work. So I'm going to start with this transcript in clip mode and go through and strike through the sections that I know I want to cut out. I can double click a word and press enter to create a new paragraph and strike through that. To turn the strike through off, just click the button again. You can also use the split command, which is Control-Shift down to break up paragraphs, or the merge command, which is Control-Shift up to combine them. Any sections of this transcript that I don't want included in my sequence, I'm going to strike through, and then press the Rough Cut button at the bottom right of the panel. This creates an XML file and automatically imports it back into Premiere, and you'll see a new folder in your project panel with the sequence that was created. If the folder isn't being created, just go to Preferences, Media, and make sure this option, Create Folder for Imported Projects, is checked. Now you can open this sequence with clip mode off, and in the sequence transcript, all of the text that I struck through is gone, and there are edits on the timeline where each of those sections of the video have been removed. You end up with a cut down sequence and matching transcript with all the sections you use strike through on deleted, and this makes it easy just to grab these sound bites. It's sort of like automatically creating subclips that are synced to the transcript. This works for video and audio files, but not for multicam and merged clips. If you want to rough cut a sequence, it's the same process. Go through, strike through the transcript, split and combine lines, and then click Rough Cut. You'll get a new sequence with edits automatically made to remove everything that you used strike through on. You can also rough cut a transcript that was edited by another user and then shared with you through Transcriptive's sharing interface. So I'm going to create a web item, which is an online version of this clip and transcript. Upload the media and the transcript. The media is currently processing in Media Encoder. And then it's going to be uploaded through the sharing interface. I can see that the transcript and clip were both successfully uploaded. And then click Share, choose who I want to send this to. Now on the web, that user has a notification and can click Confirm to get a copy of the web item. I'm going to go through as the web user and strike through all of the stuff that I want to be removed by the rough cut. And I'm going to click Share once I'm done to send this edited transcript back. I'm going to share it to the account of the Premiere user. And then in Premiere, I have a notification that I can accept the version that was shared with me. Now to download this, just reopen the sharing menu and click Import from Web, and in this dropdown I can see all the different versions of this transcript that were saved, select the most recent one, and click Import. I see a preview of the text I'm going to import, and I can click Download. It's going to ask me to confirm that I want to overwrite the existing transcript, and then save that new transcript to the clip. So you can see all of the strike-throughs that the other user made are here, and now I'm going to click Rough Cut. And Transcriptive creates a new sequence using the edits that were made to create cuts on the timeline. And the transcript in this sequence is synced with the edited timeline.
When I think about financial inclusion globally,
check out our tutorial on sharing for more in-depth info on how sharing works. If you have any questions about Transcriptive, or if you want a free 2-week trial, you can send us an email at cs@digitalanarchy.com.